So welcome to this basic Linux course. The content of this course will be basic Linux command, some basic concepts. And the idea behind this course is to, to have a reference for the day-to-day commands and to learn some concepts which will be useful in understanding Linux and to understand shell scripting in the further sections. The prerequisites for this course is to have access to any Linux terminal. You might have a Red Hat, Ubuntu, or Fedora version installed on your machine, or you might be running a terminal over a Mac OS, or you might have a PuTTY access to one of the Unix machines. So let's get started. Here in the first session, what we are going to learn are some terminologies which we'll be using in the further sessions. So once the first thing to learn is once you are inside a Linux machine, just you have logged in, you will be logged into a home directory for a user, which is a default directory where the system starts you with, and so that would we always call a home directory, and uh, we can create some files or directories at that in that directory. So let us first create some files. To create files, we have a command called touch, and you can give space separated names for different files. Now if I do ls, you can see there was already a directory called testdir present. Now we have created file 1 and file 2. Now let's create a directory. Okay, since I'm a Marvel fan, I will create another directory. If I do a ls now, we'll see few files and few directories being created. Now to understand further concepts, we'll go inside one of the directories. I will do a cd command, which means change directory to Marvel. Here I will touch few more files. Okay, so that would be enough for now. Now if we do a present working directory or pwd command, we'll see that we are currently in Marvel directory, but it was under a Unix directory, which was under a location directory, and which was under a users. And in Linux file system, all the files or directory file system starts from the root directory. So the first / means the root directory. So another concept, the file system starts from the root directory, and there are paths to a certain file. Right now we are in Marvel directory. To path, and the path to Thor is users, location, Unix, Marvel, Thor. So this is called a absolute path of a file. That means from the root up to that file will be the absolute path. I am running a command called clear to clear the terminal. Now there is something called absolute path, and there is a relative path. So absolute path, we already know that from the root to the file name is the absolute path. For understanding relative path, we have to go a directory above. With this double dot, I will go to the parent directory of Marvel, which is Unix. Now we are under Unix directory. If we do a ls, there is a directory called Marvel inside Unix, and inside Marvel we know Thor or Spider-Man files are present. If I do ls Marvel Spider-Man, so we can list this Spider-Man because we have given a path to that file, and this path right now is the relative path. So this is the first concept I wanted to introduce: the root directory, the absolute path, and the relative path. let us create few more files and directories, and then we'll move to next sessions. So I'm just creating a text file. Right now it will be in empty. I will take a backup of this file with cp command. That's all, folks. We will we will learn few more commands and concepts from the next session. Thank you.